Issues of today. Issues of today. Issues of today. Good evening, Liberia. Good evening, Liberians. What a great way to be back here tonight on the program to talk about the issues of our country, to talk about the issues that matter to Liberia, to bring all of the issues concerning the people of Liberia. Good evening, folks. Those of you in Liberia, all parts of Liberia, joining us tonight. I want to say welcome. Let's sit around the table. Let's discuss the issues. Let's disagree to agree, but we should not go back to the butchers. We should not allow anyone telling us that we should do what will take us back to the butchers. And totally, we're going to disagree. We're going to distance ourselves. We can say all we can, but believe in me, we will not use this platform to encourage you to do anything against the law of Liberia. Those of you out of Liberia joining us on our online radio on www.voiceofliberiaonline.com, we want to say thank you. Those of you joining us on our YouTube channel, Voice of Liberia, we want to say thank you as well. And so we here on Monday to Friday, 6 to 9, to talk about the issues that matter. My name is Sekou. I'm Sekou Sharif, and indeed, we're going to be here tonight up to 9 o'clock with interesting issues to look at. Very interesting issues to look at. And your problems are my problems. Let's discuss our problems and find a better solutions. We can do this together. Let's not allow anything to take us apart. What a good way to say hello. And the only thing you need to do for yourself is to remain optimistic about issues you want to do, about what you believe in. No matter what they say about you, no matter what they do, all the things they will say about you, there will come a time they will know your value. There will come a time they will know the truth. It puts me in a point. It makes me to understand I've got a duty for Liberia. No matter what it is, I gotta fight to the end to use the radio to make the change we want to see. And so I want to say thank you very much. What a great way to be here tonight. We want to say thank you, and we want to encourage you to invite someone to listen. As a matter of fact, we're going to be speaking on important issues here on the program. And we want to say thank you to those of you watching, those of you taking upon your time, joining us on the program, watching us, and you also sharing the live. We would like to say thank you. Keep sharing, and we appreciate. Today, we're going to be discussing something very important. We're going to be looking at two important issues on the program. Very, very important. Two very important issues. Fellow Liberians, the Ministry of Labor, the Ministry of Labor, the government of Liberia through the Ministry of Labor, they've entered a contract with a company called Cetix. They entered a contract with a company called Cetix. You know, sometimes, let me say this, and I want to appeal to your conscience. At times, we need to put aside politics. At times, we need to put everything aside for once seek the interests of the country. The bigger picture of the country is what matters. No matter our disagreements, no matter all we will see and go through, but what we need to do is to bear in mind that we've got something to protect, and we need to do all we can to make I've sent the link already, to make what we need to protect the peace of our country and whatsoever. I'm saying this to say, folks, what we're about to discuss, it is totally something that is of no interest. The Liberians tend to benefit nothing much, but Liberians tend to create the environment to make few individuals rich at the detriment of the Liberian people. And so tonight we will take our time and explain to you in detail about the agreement that the Ministry of Labor entered with the government, with Cetix. Just so you know, this is the article of incorporation of the company Cetix, and we will tell you, and also we will let you know what are the benefits and how this agreement is to run, what the government stands to benefit through the Ministry of Labor, and how they intend to do it. So that is one of our major discussions. We're going to use 1 hour of our time as well to talk about our investigation we've conducted, and we've gathered all the pieces of evidence. We will show them to you on the radio. We'll show them to you on the television. We will also play you the videos. We'll also give you informations about the owners. And that has to do with this company. Let me give you the name of the company. That has to do with Liberian American Portrait Incorporated. Liberian American Portrait Incorporated. It is not a Liberian company though. It has the name Liberian American Portrait Incorporated. It is not a Liberian company. It is owned by, I will tell you the story. And we'll play you videos. Liberians are suffering in the hands of foreigners, folks. Liberians are suffering in the hands of foreigners. With the common understanding they are providing jobs. Some of you that will be honest, that are going to be watching us today, you will get to understand how the foreigners treat Liberians or how they see Liberians. And they think I've understand about the foreigners in our country. What they don't do in their countries is what they do in Liberia. It is either because our leaders that are in positions to make them to understand that our laws in our country, they side with them. And so Liberians that are working with these foreign companies, they work on fear with the understanding that if you don't do this, there is no job. So you can't get job. So they remain under that fear and accept all the aid treatment from the people. This company is not just into bad labor practices, but they are polluting the air on the bombing highway in Grand Cape. I mean, on the bombing highway when you are going to Tottenham Bread. Yeah. And Ben Sao said something, and I want to agree with you. You will not believe it. When we did the investigation, Liberians were the ones that engaged in us, telling us all the sorts of words because of our trip we made to the place. And everything we're going to say here, we will say them with facts. Did we reach out to the company? We reached out to the company and the careless and arrogant answer, the guy that is, he claims to be the owner because it is his name that they put on this document. But I will tell you how it works. He's the current manager of UCR. UCR that is producing flowers that are not even good to be used in Liberia. And I will tell you the government officials that they are connected to, the reason why they are doing it. I will tell you. For once, we need to stand for ourselves. And so we're going to start the discussion. Let me just let you know about some threatening issues. There are a lot of things happening in Liberia. Let me just read to you folks. We can report to you the police. We want to say thank you to the police. LMP has been able to charge 4 of the individuals that were arrested on the night of the incident at the headquarters of Voice of Liberia. They've been sent to court. They are currently under the jurisdiction of the court, the city court, headed by Joma Jala, and they are to go in the case. We want to say thank you to the police, and we watch to see how it ends. No one is above the law, and no one should think they can do things and go out without impunity. But let me give this caveat to the community chairman of what the community of Perry Street. You know, the community chairman is one of the problems into all we do. There have been allegations that he put the guys together. I don't have facts. They say he put the guys together. They show us the building in which he had a meeting with the people. I don't have the facts. But I have personally interacted with him. I know he's a very dishonest person. He's not an honest person. This is a chairman that he encourages people to even do power theft, which I know of. But I'm saying this to say, no one is above the law, no matter who you think you are connected to. And he works in the office of Representative Akaros Gray. I'm saying this, and we are watching. No one is above the law. If anyone you think you're above the law, or you think because you're connected to someone, go and try to violate the rights of other people and see how it plays out. There's a there's a release from the ambassador, the U.S. ambassador, accredited near Monrovia. It's a very long thing, eh? I want to read it out for you. Let me see if I can have it. Let me read this out for you quick so we can move ahead. Let me read it out for you so we can move ahead. Bra, 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 bra. This is it. Let me go to it. Let me read this document out for you. Did I do it? I want to get this document. Please. The U.S. Embassy near Monrovia, the ambassador. Okay. I want to get it out, please. A minute. Okay, this is it. Let me read it for you. It says, today is International Anti-Corruption Day. You know, most of the people, Liberians now, they're thinking about this whole thing about sanction. As soon as they say the U.S. embassy is about to speak, everyone thinking about sanction, just like that. So let me read this. It says, for immediate release, December 8, 2022, an open letter from U.S. Ambassador to Liberia, Michael A. McCarthy. It says, 9 months ago, I asked the purposefully proactive question, what would J.J. Roberts have to say about Liberia today? Which helped spark a conversation about where this country finds itself 175 years after independence and 200 years since the arrival of American settlers. Now, on December 9, International Anti-Corruption Day, and at the close of the bicentennial year, I believe it may be helpful for Liberians to take another honest look in the mirror. Even though we are announcing no new U.S. sanctions here today, I want to assure the Liberian people that our anti-corruption efforts remain robust and continues as the global Magnitsky sanctions of 3 Liberian officials in August demonstrated the U.S. government can and will employ sanctions as needed on an ongoing basis in support of our shared development, democracy, and security goals, guided by the U.S. strategic on countering corruption. The all-important goal of transparent, free, credible, and peaceful elections in October will be one important factor in decisions about additional sanctions in the months leading up to the vote. Did you listen to that? Did you get that? I need to read that place again. The all-important goal of transparent, free, credible, and peaceful elections in October will be one important factor in decisions about additional sanctions in the months leading up to the vote. So from now to election time, we should be expecting anything can happen. sanction will come anytime. From now to that time, anytime sanction can come. So most of you in government, global Magnitsky or GlobalMag sanctions are deservedly a hot topic in Liberia. Some Liberians have urged the United States to implement more sanctions and even proposed names. Others have objected that the sanctions process lacks due process. Let me be clear. GlobalMag is a tool the United States uses to protect itself from particular corrupt actors, not a punishment against a country or government. It is also in no way a substitute for a domestic judicial process in the host country, including prosecution. Ultimately, due process or an accused day in court can only happen under Liberian law in Liberian courts. But I think so. So it means those of the people that were involved, they can go get due process to. Okay, let's read it and see what it says. Liberians gradually agree with our analysis that corruption is the primary cause of Liberia's failure to strive. Most in the international community share that assessment. That it is why our Department of the Treasury took the extraordinary step of sanctioning 5 senior Liberian officials in only 3 years under GLOMAC. This set of sanctions has led to some positive rules, including the resignation of the 3 most recent sanctioned officials. In our GLOMAC sanction announcement, Liberians have had unusually stark language from the government of the United States regarding the corruption of these individuals. In some cases, Liberians have also heard responses from the sanctioned officials themselves. In the upcoming 2023 elections, however, it will be the turn of the people of Liberia to let their voices be heard on this topic, especially since several of those sanctioned officials may be running for office. Ultimately, it is Liberians and not the US government that are responsible for ensuring good governance in Liberia. Sanctions can help, but the ballot box is a far more important tool for holding officials accountable. If Liberians choose to elect or re-elect sanctioned officials as their leaders, that will send a very clear signal about how they truly feel about the fight against corruption and the future of their country. As I have said many times, before corruption is not a uniquely Liberian problem. It is a global issue and and one one that we suffer from in the United States at all levels of governance. However, today on International Anti-Corruption Day, Corruption Day, oh my God, I believe there are many urgent steps the government of Liberia can take now to fight corruption that requires no international assistance, many of which are in fact already entranced in the law, fully funding Liberia's integrity institutions, publishing the names of public officials who failed to comply with asset declarations, making information on all legislative votes and actions easily accessible to the public, and reducing funding for government agencies that do not comply with annual financial reporting requirements are but a few examples. But there are many others. On today, of all this, we must together acknowledge that corruption in Liberia can be immediately and dramatically curtailed by Liberians without any assistance from the United States or other donors, if that is something the government and people of Liberia truly want. Where there is a will, there is a way. Where there is a will, there is a way. Oh, yeah. I commend all Liberians who are truly committed to this noble effort. For official and accurate information about blah, 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 blah. Y'all listen? There are some things in this thing. Yeah. There are some things that people say in this thing. Listen. It shows that it tells me that there are sanctions. There will come as sanctions. But also, and some things they say it makes sense. You know, when somebody washing your back, you need to wash your stomach. In the common, Liberians saying, right? Somebody can be washing your back, then you won't wash your stomach. We got the LACC, other institutions here. They come out with reports. It has not been taken serious. Nothing has been done to people. How do we fight corruption? How can we succeed in the fight of corruption? Definitely, we will not succeed because we ourselves are not serious to fight corruption. That is the problem. When we are serious to fight corruption, at least the little steps we will take, others will see it and say, oh no, these people are serious and they want to get rid of this thing and they are serious about it. So let's move on, folks. The very first thing we're going to talk about, it is, what should I talk about first? Wow. It is this issue that has to do with the Ministry of Labor and that of this company called Cetix. It is a Slovenian company. Let me give you a background of it. I'm told that this company had been making efforts through the influence of a lady by the name of Aminata Bangura. Aminata Bangura, that is one of the owners of GTMS. Most of you don't know GTMS. GTMS is one of the dubious companies ever existed under this government. That this government has ever allowed to work in this country. This company is owned, and if I tell you about how this company is, I have the article incorporation of GTMS. Someone says CTN. They call it GTMS. This is the full name. Here's the article incorporated. There's a Global Tracking and Maritime Solutions, GTMS Incorporated. So maybe they get the other name. They say CTN. Now they're saying as here, but the name is GTMS. Listen. Today we're not talking about GTMS, but there will come a time I will tell you about it. How the people collect the money. There's no LRA thing where you say you put this money in the account. I know what I got the one more detailed information, everything. And I have, oh my God, our country is going through a lot. If we don't stop seeking the interests of our friends at the detriment of the country, one day, some people will come in this country, they will do things, and Liberia will need to face something serious internationally. Aminata Bangura came. She made her way through. Today, she has GTMS, collecting monies, increase the money. You don't know what they're doing. They're working, whether they're doing it, you don't know. And GTMS, Aminata Bangura, is the one that has been fronting for Cetix, this Slovenian company, to do the work permit at the Ministry of Labor. Everything I will say, I have facts. And I will give you the article of incorporation. I will let you know the owner, and I will let you know the money, the worth of money the people say they come into can start sell project. And what is the agreement they entered? So I'm told they started to come in the country. They wanted to take over the registration from the Ministry of Labor for work permits for foreign nationals. Those of the foreigners coming in the country, those of the foreigners residing in the country and working to get a work permit. They started this thing doing Moses Colley administration at the Ministry of Labor. They did not succeed. When Charles Gibson took over, they succeeded. I'm told, I don't have facts towards this, because I don't want to say anything. I'm told there were past officials of the government and present officials of the government that had the discussion. But the only thing they put forth was their personal interest. The current vehicle that is being used by the Minister of Labor was being purchased by Cetix. And they purchased another vehicle worth something around 45, I'm told, for Yvette Freeman, one of the ministers, and she rejected it on grounds that this deal is not a good deal. Yes, the deal, folks. The deal they've entered in is 60-40. 60-40 with Cetix. What's Cetix supposed to do? Cetix is supposed to take over the registration of permits for foreign national from the Ministry of Labor. And they said when they take over this thing, what they're going to do? They're going to go ahead and do a biometric issue. Listen, when you are doing things, you put the interest of the country first. And where's my producer? I want to show the vehicles the people brought. And the understanding was these vehicles were for the government. But at the end of the day, no, it is not for the government. There you go. I hope some of you people will see it. Okay. Here are the vehicles. Sorry, it is very small. My producer will come. These vehicles, they brought pickups, small cars, and all the kinds of things. And they said they gave 5 million. Out of the 5 million to enter this agreement, out of the 5 million, they bought all the cars in it. They did everything in it. And the cars are not for the Ministry of Labor. The cars, the license plate on the car, it is BC, business car. That's the license plate. Only cars we have here, the pictures. It is BC. So they entered the agreement that every work permit that they will do, the work permit for foreign national is 1,000 United States dollars. Get this, and I want you people, we all can do the calculation. It's 1,000 United States dollars. How much do the Ministry of Labor contribute to the national budget? At times, the Ministry of Labor, they contribute annually 7 million, sometimes 6 million. Let's take it for the case of 7 million. So the agreement they've entered with the company or Cetix to say Cetix will take over the work permit is Cetix will take over the work permit and they will be collecting that money now, the 1,000. Out of the 1,000, Cetix has 40%. 600 goes to the government, 400 goes to Cetix. Listen, the government, the Ministry of Labor, Charles Gibson, that so corrupt minister that has done everything for all his deputies, inspectors, they've got problem. This man wants to go and do the inspection. He wants to go to all the big companies. And this deal that he has entered, it is about himself. Listen to this thing. The agreement they enter is 60-40. That means each 1,000 that any foreign national will pay, Cetix has 400. We've been generating 7 million by ourselves. Let's do the calculation. Ministry of Labor has been generating 7 million. But settings is saying this deal, they will generate 12 million. But they've not given anything upfront to say, because the 5 million they're supposed to pay all the gave, it is the same money they bought the cars and they put their GPS on all the vehicles they bought. It is not to be used by the Ministry of Labor. It is to be used by SETICs, their employees, or to do their work, to go and collect the monies. So if the Ministry of Labor is making for herself 7 million annually, and then the people come in and say they will make 12 million, let's do the calculation. 12 million, let me get this correct. Folks, for those of you listening, 12 million, let's do the calculation. 12 million, and take out the people 40%. 12 million times 0.04. Oh, let me get it correct. Let me get it correct, please. I want you people to get this thing. 12 million times 0.04. So at the end of the day, what are you going to get? When you do the calculation, you will be giving people 2,800,000 out of the 12 million. Then how much will be you remove with? You remove with 7,800,000. So what gonna do here? What it is that you bring your friend, say, my man, let me come open play for you to get money. Yeah, when you take the 40% from there, when you take 40% and they leave with 60%, if you do the calculation out of the 12 million, so we've been making 7 million for ourselves with the way our sets are collecting the monies. But let me tell you some of the implications it has. You cannot, sometimes we can do some things and we sell ourselves cheap. You cannot give a work permit contract out to a company. You know what you've done? You've given the job space to a company. Are you listening to me? You've given a job space to a company. You know what you're going to do now? Liberians will not have jobs so easily. Someone wants to ask why? Because there'll be no restrictions as to what type of jobs are to be kept for Liberians, because SETICs has entered agreement with you and you've told SETICs that they should generate 12 million. So they're going to do everything by all means. They're going to do everything by all means to allow more foreigners to come in the country and do more jobs. So at the end of the day, you'll see some foreigners selling cold water. You'll see some foreigners selling plastic bag, because SETICs got to create the environment to generate that 12 million. SETICs got to create the environment to create that 12 million annually that they said to you they will generate. So at the end of the day, what will happen is she should put ideas together. Even it is the railway, even foreigners that are coming in the country, they're supposed to get permit. They're not supposed to get permit. They will get a permit because they're doing it so that they can reach up to the 12 million. And what the sense it make? We can generate 7 million by ourselves. Then we'll go give contract to someone to generate 4 million. Out of that 4 million, they take 208 million. I mean, 2,800,000. Sorry. They take 2,800,000. And then we remain with what? So what the essence of us having, or what the essence of us having that company? I want to know, what's the importance of us having a company? The vehicles the people bought, they are not vehicles for the Ministry of Labor. So what the hell these people are doing for the that 800,000 that the profit will get on each time they generate, because that's it now. And the worst case scenario, if SETICs cannot produce or cannot generate the 12 million, that means if they generate 7 million, out of that 7 million, they will take that 40% share. Oh, but yes, The people supposed to generate that, they the one responsible now. So for this year, maybe they don't generate 12 million. They generate 10 million. They generate 8 million. They generate 5 million. Trust me, the government will give them 40%. And they will take 60, the government will take 60%. What such a deal is this? And you go take a permit issue and give to a foreign company that will determine the workspace of your country? Where in the world you not hear that one? You say, listen, you could hire the people, come and pay them, and they do the biometric process. That's free and fair enough. But you take the entire work permit for foreign national and put it in the hands of a foreign company and tell them, say, give the people permits. Why if the people will be giving people permits, people that are not to be in Liberia, and give them permits? Oh, but yes, they can get permit. They say, oh yeah, because you will no longer interfere with what they do. You can no longer interfere with what they do because they have the legitimate right to give the people permits. You're making 7 million. This is what I said to me. You're making 7 million by yourself, or you're making 6 million by yourself. Why should you give a contract to someone that is saying they will make 12 million? And when they make 12 million, they take 40% of that 12 million. And you come back to the same 7 million. So what's the essence? The same way they did the GTMS, that's the same thing that is happening here. Because the same person that is behind the GTMS is the same person that is behind the CETIS. The CETIS. What are we? Sometimes people don't take us serious. People don't take us serious. Now they've been out in the community. They've been out. They've started. But listen, I talked to a few lawmakers. They want, somebody say, they think another concession, and they now reach to the lawmaker. The lawmakers, they have oversight. There's a need, sometimes we need to test something. This Charles Gibson man is corrupt to the extent he does anything at the detriment of the people. I don't want to blame the president on this. You know why? These guys now convinced the president, made the president to understand that this deal is a good deal because some people around the president, they know about this. This deal is not a good deal. They receive money about this deal. And I would disgrace them. What kind of deal here? What they benefit in this deal? To tell the people, say, we're making 7 million or we're making 6 million. Then we'll go get your deal. Where I say, then we'll go take off 40% of that money. It's just like, my man, can't let me find me, you be eating money. That the whole now, they don't see the whole, like brother virgin. So anybody can come here and eat their own. Anybody can come and eat their own. Imagine there are ministers, directors, officials at the Ministry of Labor are against this deal. But they don't have power. They don't have means. Charles Gibson, he feels the man is riding the car this company bought. 45,000. And I'm told, I don't have proof, but I'm told this man go up to 100,000 plus from this deal. So so you know the problem now? It has stuck in a place. They now stop the process. It just started. Because by right, you know what Seth is saying? That they the one can go collect the money. So as soon as they collect that 1,000, they not get time for LRA or whatsoever. They say the 600 to LRA, that 400 come back to them. They're not going in no agreement where you must say, let's put the money together. When we collect all the money, then we divide it. No. As soon as they collect 1,600, they send it to you. They take the 400. They're not waiting if. So at the end of the day, if you don't reach the 7 million, they don't care. They get that money. But how can we come and take a permitting and give it to foreign national? Do you see the security implications in some of the things? These people will be giving people permit, all kinds of people to come in the country. And the people get a permit, they come in the country, they come to say, they've come to work. Oh, yes. No, listen, you know why? Liberians, there are times we need to stand for something. And I don't want anyone to say, oh, the government or the government in totality. This is not the government in totality. Sometimes let us speak truth and straight the truth to the individual that's involved. This is about Charles Gibson. This is Charles Gibson doing. I know some ministers and some big ministers and I know that are involved. But I can talk my own at the appropriate time. There was a time I heard that the Minister of Finance said, no, they did not correct, but he knew about it from the start too. How will you go give a deal to a company for 60-40 government? Are you kidding me? What have they done? To bring the cars and the cars belong to them, or to buy 45,000 cars for Charles Gibson? What's going on to our country? What have we done to reach thus far? Allowing people. Now, Charles Gibson has a criminal record. There's a man that ate his own client money. So that the type of man you think he has integrity, he doesn't have integrity. There's a man that will talk about people he went to the president's house in there. We got the video. And the only thing he seeks is about his interest. How do you make a deal 40-60? You take and say they come to make it 50-50. You know who be it? The Aminata Bangura, the girl from GTMS. That she don't want to bring the whole company up. Just the same way she eating Liberia small from GTMS, she bring another company again to can't eat Liberia. You know, when you find your junk, you can eat them. This is what's happening. Like I said, you know, the president appoints people in positions. So sometimes when they tell you something, you don't blame the president in this case. Because, for example, I ask you to be the reporter for this place. And when you come and tell me that this is what happened, I don't need to go beyond. I trust you because I put you there. But at the end of the day, when we say these things, it levels the president to know where the mistakes are. Mr. President, this deal is not good for your country. We're moving towards elections. Their Ministry of Labor should be generating more money. But I tell you, with this deal, you don't take that Ministry of Labor will not even contribute to the national budget 7 million again. Because SETIX has come to work. They've come to make profit. They've not come to make fun. They've come to work. The agreement. SETIX is under obligation to make her money. And what she will do, she will use all means. So you come in to see Lebanese, Indian, other people selling cold water now. When you see them, don't be confused. Oh. That SETIX getting That's it. Where is the liberalization policy? Because you know what? In this case, the liberalization policy will not be upheld. Why it won't be upheld? Because SETIC has agreed and entered a contract with the government, and they are under obligation to generate 12 million. Anyhow they generated, they should generate 12 million. So if even the current workforce cannot give them 12 million, they will find means to generate 12 million by allowing people to do things that they are not to do. Give them permits. Because from the foreigners, they're supposed to do it. And job issue in our country should not be about money. See what our brothers are going through. See what our sisters are going through to various institutions they are working. We have qualified people working to foreign institutions. They cannot be given a job or they cannot be paid rightly. And they bring the foreigners and put them in various positions and they don't care. So you know what's going to happen now? Liberians will move out of job. But let me tell you the end result if that happens. Once this thing has been done, you've deprived Liberians. Somebody says, oh, but our foreigners will be taken care of. Do you understand the implication it has? They're taking care of foreigners, but a company has been given the right to collect money, and they've told the people, say, we can generate this money in a year, 12 million. So if they have a database that you don't have the means of getting that 12 million, it left for them to bring ideas to see how you can get the 12 million. So in that case, what they will do? They will do everything to make them to get that 12 million. And when they get the 12 million is not going to you. They're going to take 40% of that 12 million. So what are you benefiting now? You by yourself, you can generate 7 million At times, you can even generate more than that. But you took upon yourself and gave something to someone else. And you know that without job, Liberians will lose income. Because the jobs that Liberians are to do, the foreigners will be doing it now. Because we need to have more influx of foreigners as to get that amount they're supposed to get. You don't take time if people even checking our whole database. In fact, they see that we even supposed to make, so they just come and sit down. They made them. Ah, God. You go take one of the major sources to make money. You take it and source it out to somebody, as if to say you are having problem in getting the money. What the problem you are getting? For people to pay that to come and renew that work permit. What's the problem? Okay, if you know, say you want to improve the system to a digital system, generate the money and pay for it. And you bring the company to do the work. And you collect the money yourself. Why should you tell the people, say, take 40% and take 60%? And then you give the people the exclusive authority. They decide who to get the permit to. They decide who not to get the permit to. So if even someone that is of security threat to our country, that person can come here because they will get the work permit and they will show reason why they should come, because they have a job. Do you see the security implication into this? Or the people just go ahead and do it? And the disrespectful people you ask and say, oh, but they think that legal thing, the president went there, everything. Who said the president did not go there? Who told you that the president was informed correctly? Listen, sometimes we got to look at the bigger picture of things we do. We got to look at the bigger picture of things we do. Let's look at the bigger picture of the country. Now, let me tell you something. When you get income, it is equal to consumption. And when you are consuming, at times you get the money, then you want to save. You get something, you eat some, you keep some. But when there is no job, there will be no consumption, there will be no savings, because people will not even get food to eat. People will not even get money to save. How do you expect people to save? So at the end of the day, a country that cannot allow the people to save or do these things is bound to fail. So even the banks, they say, oh, that the foreigners are not putting the money in, that the foreigners are not doing this thing and everything. There should be an enabling environment. When Liberians sing and feel that they are totally not part of everything that's happening, because what will happen? They will bring foreigners in this country that will take over all the businesses. Oh, but the people working now, the people got to get that money. Setters got to do everything to get her money. So the people bought cars. They brought the cars. The cars are not for the government. So what's the benefit? What really the people gave to the government? So, And they see woman. Let me tell you something. Me, I'm waiting. I have an audio in my possession where Aminata Bangura is saying that she supports oppositions to do what they can do. And I'm told that she's behind the current ANC storm. I have an audio of Aminata Bangura where she's admitting, calling political parties that can write to her, and she gave them money. Listen, that's another issue, another discussion for another time. That is a violation of our laws. Foreigners cannot participate in our body politics. She has nothing to do with it. But because she has the leverage, she does what she wants to do. This is the same woman that brought in this settings. You know, the same way her company looking, the same way GTMS operating, where I no accountability, the government stands to benefit nothing. It is the same way settings looking, that settings is going to be running in Liberia, collecting monies, and nothing the government stands to benefit. The only thing the government will do is government will create the environment for her, or government will create the environment for the company. What are we running at the Ministry of Labor? You go, you take the entire permit, and that is the major areas of the Ministry of Labor. That is one of the money-making areas at the Ministry of Labor. Work permits. Work permits for foreign national. They pay 1,000 US per person. So for ourselves, what is so much people not gay? Or what is so much? Let me go to the article incorporation of the company. Yeah. Let me go to the article incorporation. The same way, I'm not a they get a Kroger. When you see that at GTMS, the article incorporation, I'm not an apple in India. She put her address in London that she used to her own share area. She get 50% share in the company. God. Liberia. Liberia is a country. Liberia is a country. Right? What I was saying, okay, cities Liberia. Hmm? They say the initial start of the business. Let me see. I want to go to it, please. They say, they undersigned for the purpose of forming a business corporation pursuant to the provisions of the Liberian Code of Law, revised, volume, blah, 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 blah. The name of the corporation herein afternoon as referred to as the corporation shall be Cetes Liberia Incorporated. The general nature and purpose of the business to be transacted by the corporation shall be providing and printing security printing materials, providing information technology solutions, dealing generally in and providing other printing materials, supplying information technology printing materials, dealing in general hardware, blah, 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 blah. I won't go to the initial. Hey, God. Hey, my country. They say this amount of capital with which the corporation shall commence business shall not be less than 10,000 United States dollars. You hearing me? you did you get me well? Hey, Liberia, oh, Liberia. You're listening. A corporation you should declare. So listen, we take company that just supposed to spend, they're not supposed to go below 10,000. We take that company, there you go. So how much so many people spend? How much so much? So we come in rich people again, though. We come in make people rich here again. We come in make people rich again. God. We come in make people rich. My thing here is, how do we give a company a contract, and that contract, the government or institutions tend to benefit nothing? But you know what we're going to do? This is where the real noise is about to start. We already have Aminata Bangura on recording saying that she supports the opposition. I'm not saying it in the context of being very bad. It's bad. Under the law, she's not supposed to participate in politics. This is the same girl that brought the statics in Liberia. We are officially writing. I've written the communication. I'm going to submit this communication to, and the reason why, sometimes when you want to get the people, this is what we're going to send to. This is the letter, and I'm just waiting on tomorrow. I said, Honorable Councillor Charles H. Gibson, Ministry of Labor, Republic of Liberia. Reference, Freedom of Information request. Charles Gibson will be the first person that will sue to refuse to give us the information. Because the law says when we give it to him, it takes time. He refuses to do it, we can sue him. He said, Dear Charles Gibson, we have the honor to present our compliments and herewith use the medium to request through the right to know under the Freedom of Information law contractual agreements existing between the government of Liberia and Cetes Liberia Incorporated, a project contractor for the identity management and insurance of the Liberian work permit. As a media institution, we will need relevant information, specifically contractual arrangements, agreement existing between the company and the government of Liberia, and how said agreements was reached. I know all. So that I won't get the mail on record. things very kindly as we await your reply in the soonest possible time. Sincerely yours, Sekou Sharif, Chief Executive Officer of Voice of Liberia. Listen, folks. Sometimes these are things, you see, this is why sometimes I get angry with these so-called advocates, with these so-called politicians. These are things that you need to stand for. When you see the broad day mistakes, and this is what our lawmakers are to call on and bring this thing to board. How do you can take your whole work permit of the country and give it to a foreign company? Do you understand the implications? And you don't have control. They do everything. Imagine they bring foreigners to do most of these things. Oh, we were training Liberians for certain time. So part of the why you could not train Liberians to do some of the things and everything. So at the end of the day, they will enrich themselves. And this is it. This is another thing. This is another money-making thing to enrich Aminata Bangura and the likes of the people from settings and the minister and those of the people into this. So it means as soon as the people collect the 1,000, they will take out that 400. You put in the other side, the 600 go to them. So the day Liberia, the Ministry of Labor can generate 7 million, they generate 4 million, the people will get something like 1.5 million. Oh, yes. They got to take that 60, they got to take that 40% share. How do you go give a company and a government, you're not providing the environment for the people to do the thing? What is so much they're giving? The biometric thing? You could not get the people 10, 50%. But why must you take the entire work permit and give it to a foreign company? And I'm told, I will not call the guy name on the radio, a US citizen, it's a 5-year contract though. 5 years. 5 years that the people will be eating from us. A US citizen was being engaged to give his information. And this is what the guy said. The guy said before he gave his information, he would need to consult the US embassy near Monrovia. And I agree with him. You know what the man said? The man said because he doesn't know whether this company coming to take his information. Because when you take somebody biometrics, the person get everything about you. So they may not know if he come and go put a finger or something, then a group be some kind of group, then tomorrow he'll be traveling somewhere. They go, so, oh my man, you are involved into this kind of a thing and everything. They may say he can do it. They may not do it. They may say he got to seek approval from the US embassy. They just go meet him. They just go put the president. Oh, Mr. President, they think a good thing is in the interest of the country. In fact, the people will get 5 million. The people will buy cars and everything. But the cars are there. Whose names are on it? The people say Ministry of Labor. Then they say a status project. You see the symbol sense? Then the people, let's simply they put BC, business card. So the ministry, so what the ministry get now, let us say you've been finding problem to collect your money. These people, when time reach for inspection, the people pay the money to government's revenue, government's account. Wow. Why must we give this? What's the importance of us giving this thing to someone for 60-40? The same thing that happened to GTMS. And let me tell you something. Most of you that are doing business, and I'm saying this, if I bring continue in this country, I think that will be some of the reasons that some of you will do what you can do to me. But me, I can't go back a GTM rule because that's broad day stealing. What are they doing? Mama, the people can collect the money broad day and put it in their bags and carry home and go put it in their accounts. Then at the same money they get using to sponsor the opposition people. When they want to do protests, when they want to do something, that house say, oh. But we'll reach to that one at the appropriate time. What kind of contract is this? 60-40. What is it? What is it? 60-40. There's nothing in the thing to benefit the country. There's nothing. Everything there is for the country to create the environment so the people can make the money. 5 years contract. So the people now on the field, I'm told they stop it because they've been having you don't even know the journey. You don't know the thing that people don't want to do. You don't even know what the people. In fact, the account the account used to be to LBDR, and they call it the MOSCBL Liberia Labor Work Permit account. So that account, they say they won't take it from there to Echo Bank. The people, sentence will teach your sense. In 5 years contract, 5 years, 5 years. Any money the work permits generate, the people will get 40% share. What's so much they're doing? What's so much they're doing? We've been generating our own 7 million. Then the people say they will give you 12, they will generate 12 million. Even though if they don't generate the 12 million, what happens? You still need to give them money because you're into agreement. They won't generate the money. And in fact, the people are even giving the money to say, oh, we won't get rid of you when we finish generating the thing that we share. As soon as they collect 1,000, 600 goes to you, 400 go to that account. That's the kind of deal. I hope our lawmakers are listening. Let me take on the time. Let me beg you. Sometimes you got to stand, make the people to understand that it is not because you're minister you can do things just like that. This is not in the interest of the country, man. So how do we run our own country like this? This corrupt, this criminal Charles Gibson. The man does everything. All his ministers they angry with you. The man riding the people car what they gain and satisfied with it. The one when you talk him and go behind you and go to the people in the house. You go ask me for evidence. I go gain evidence. Then you go to the people house in the net. I go get his video. Then he expect me to sit there and say, Charles Gibson, one on serial man. I can never tell the man to be serial because the man has no integrity. Charles Gibson has no integrity. Charles Gibson can fall for anything. And the man feels for himself that it is his time. So he needs to get rich at the no matter what it is, he needs to get rich at the detriment of whosoever he can do it to get rich. No, you think why Moses Colley did not agree to this contract? You think why Moses Colley did not agree? Because he knew that it is not a deal. It is not. It doesn't make sense. How do you go give somebody something you got? You got something that you're making money out of. Then the person said, "Can't give me. Let me make the money, but give me 40%." So it means I'm going to take it from you now and make money out of it, and then give you your same money back. This is it. This is what Charles Gibson has done. And you get this girl, she's a Sierra Leonean. Aminata Bangura. She's the one behind this entire thing. And they say, oh, yeah, it not pass. You wait and see. Hey, I say it pass. This thing, sometimes we got to stand for something and we make people to understand that this is not what should be. We our own problems. If Charles Gibson could not be in government, he comes and say, oh, they want that can't happen. They want not cool. They want not cool. Then he there now. That he the one accepting all kinds of things. You go take work permit. Do you know the security implications? Do you know all the things involved? I'm told that 2 companies that came to do the whole thing. One company wanted to take another contract from the Liberia Immigration Service. And the other company won from Labor Ministry because of Charles Gibson there. But the Liberia Immigration Service, they've refused. Because there are certain things you don't give out to any company. You go take the people, the foreigners now here, all the information, that data, everything, and put it in foreigners' hands. What's the safety of the people? And some of the guys are telling me, they say, the other thing the government now do, the government come to scare some of us. Because it shows the government has no control over it. They gave this thing to SETICS. So SETICS control and do everything about what they want to do, who they want to share the people information with, who they want to get the people information to. It is SETICS right. This is it. So the government stands to benefit nothing. Let me listen to Liberians. 0770907907. 077. That's how they get cook. That's how she can teach people to be cook. So the setters, the Jaha she put her name in GTMS. She didn't put her name, but she only put her name as chairperson. In fact, they go put chairman. I don't know that mistake they made. Woman can be chairman, woman can be chairperson. Then they put it on name chairperson as one of the heads, and then to the place in which she got her share, it is her address in London. They put there. So it is the same thing they did to Cetics. They put they pass. Let's go to the line 07709079070 07709079070 08809079070 08809079070. The WhatsApp line is 07709079070. Let's go to the lines. Hello. Good evening, sir.
My name is Maurice Kamoa, calling from Ara Factory.
Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for the show and thank you for enlightening us. The calculation should be 0.40. So when you do it, they will be receiving something there 4.3 to 4.5 million.
Yeah, out of the 12 million. So it means
it means in 0.04 because in 4%, 40% we're talking about.
Okay, so apparently I was in rush. So it means the 12 million they will receive.
Yeah,
they will be receiving something around 4 point something million.
Yeah, 4.2 to 4.5.
Okay, so then that one you deduct it. When you deduct it, how much will lead it? Now almost 7 million you will still be getting.
Yeah, the government just tend to benefit something the 400 to 500,000.
There you be.
I call the circle, you know, some of us, let me just be frank, when you are Freedom FM, we used to be skeptical listening to you, but notice that the day you becoming very, very, very or clear, you becoming unbiased and you're talking the truth. But what I want you to do is that we can't keep talking about the ministers that were appointed by the government and by the president, and then we say the president didn't know about it.
My man, let me tell you something. Not all the places the president will be. So tell us straight they talk to my man. As soon as we start blaming the president and they charge Gibson criminal thing, not do it with her.
Yeah,
talk to charge Gibson.
At the end of the day, the people work at the pleasure of the president.
So maybe they may not know that the reason we'll not talk about it now. Not talk about it. They will call his attention.
Yeah, I can remember you used to bro with on the same Mossadin from Freedom FM Day, almost 2018, 19. Them Mossadin acting as president yet.
No, lose that where you need Charles Gibson.
Yeah, I just making an example. At the time, the way Mossadin was running the state or the justice. You complain, like complain, the president can listen. So the president got to know that the people work at his will and pleasure. Well, not every time we should go to the president say the president know, the president know. But we keep saying that the president is aware. That means we tell the international world that we support. We let somebody who is not electing to the economy.
Thank you, brother. Let me take another person. Now we're coming to ask the Liberian people what GTMS is, how much they're collecting, what they're doing to the government. Also, you just bring company in there, you just put in there. Loosely, they just getting money. Hello.
Good evening again.
Yes, good evening.
This is Emmanuel Demona calling from Broad about Carisco.
Emmanuel, go ahead.
Thank you. These are the advocates we want to hear. Because when you treat Liberian like this, I was almost surprised the last time when I saw those brand new cars in the yard. And then I was asking from the administration for the group that to come and do the parliamentary. So my question was, Liberian unable to do this thing, or they're not qualified to do this job. If we want to improve Liberian life, I think this is time to start giving Liberian good job that will be able to enable themselves and improve their own life. But we leave and bring people in that want to exploit the resources and take it back to another country. So I think this is time to be proud of how we're going to handle the situation. You see, what I don't let to hear when you're telling me that the person is aware, then I have a problem there too. How do they come to sign this document?
Hello? Yeah, this is Johnson. I was from Johnsonville. Yes. Thank you for the discussion tonight. This has been happening to our country, especially our legal cause for that. Look at this kind of agreement. you know, sometimes when they go around, I don't know how they speak. Our brother that are being bad treated, do that work with those foreigners. If you go, the only pay, you pay somebody 75 at this time, where everything is very high. There's no school fee around. Now, I'm for 45,000. You pay somebody 75. At the same time, the person work until 8 o'clock from 8 in the morning to 8 in the evening time. You can't allow the person to go home, but still, they are still signing bad deal. These people, they are sometimes do things that what make them on the leap out. They can get nothing to the
Thank you. This one will tell all the people that is supposed to come. You don't do it. Hello? Hello? Yes, hello.
Yeah, I'm Madura S. Johnson calling from Superdam Road.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Sekou Sherry, you know, our country is in a serious mess, especially when we have men like Charles Gissing at the Ministry of Labor. These men are very inherent. He's a criminal who have been duping his client. Then the president appointed him to serve as a labor minister. And you see how he has taken the Ministry of Labor and taking area that is very important to the security of the state. Putting it in the hands of one of those criminals, another criminal company bring it that came to this country to dupe this country. You see where we are going with this country, and we will not take down, and will not stand. You see the kind of thing that will happen to this country.
Oh yeah.
We need to stand. We need to stand against these things. So I join you in your struggle to ensure that this man called Charles Gissing, that contract, we also need to let the population know.
You know what we do? We will talk about it every day.
Yeah.
I will send a communication to him. I will read lawmakers. My man, they think will not be like this. I'm telling you, I know why I'm talking. It will not be that. Watch and see. Hello?
Yeah, getting you.
Good evening. Good evening.
This is Jimmy Connor.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I heard you. Let me tell you the truth.
Okay, you come in very bad, please. Hello?
Hello?
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, are you hearing me?
Go ahead.
My name is Major M. Grant Jr., calling from Grand Caymore County.
Let's hear you.
To be precise, Gangi Team. Yeah. I want to know, I don't actually want you to get this with me. But I can hear from my man, Eugene Falcon and Dana Fendela. What's the problem?
They were John. Fendela has ongoing, school engagement. So he needs to be, out for some time.
Okay then. How about Falcon?
But talk on the program. I mean, you got a lot of people on the radio.
Yeah.
Okay, let me take another person here. The other man on the line, you won't be asking for everybody in that brother. Hello?
Yeah, hello, Table.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Stephen P. calling you from Division 5. Yes, Table. Thank you for your show tonight. You see, other people have the diabolical plan to plunge our country into a chaos. See, other people living on less than $1 per day. Then they have no kind of plan, ugly plan for Liberia. So I just want to find out from you, how will the situation that this be settled? Because I think it's a funny thing. My heart is burning about the whole show tonight. What do we do now to get ourselves back on track?
You go take one Sierra Leone girl here. She has dominated the thing. People forced to pay for CTN, all kind of thing, blah 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 blah. Then again, she ain't certified. She not found a hole. So she brings
eating.
Yeah.
Why other people go enter their bowl foot?
Can you imagine? See? You enter a contract with somebody, the person is generating, there's no account of how much they gave to the government, nothing. She's not giving the money to she's not putting anything in LRA account or nothing. She collects the money. Everybody pay 200. You're not going to do check business with that.
Nothing.
For example, it depends on what you kind of pay for. That is same thing should not bring to cities. Cities now, the people will pay 1,000. They will pay 1,400 goes to cities account and 600 goes to what? labor ministry account. We've been collecting as a labor ministry, we've been collecting like 7 million for ourselves. Why should we give a deal to someone like this to enrich them? To say they will make 12 million, then they brought in cars, they're using the cars themselves, it's for themselves. So what the Ministry of Labor is benefiting now? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I think Johnson calling from Africa.
Calling from where?
Clavaton.
Go ahead.
Yeah, but
you're coming in very bad. Please, let me take another person. Do some adjustment. Hello?
Yeah, good evening, Sekou.
Good evening.
Yeah, firstly, I want to commend you for the news. Actually, my take is that it's very, very disappointing. I don't know the kind of qualification, most especially we have our educated people who are supposed to be leading us in the rightful direction, but they are really, really corruption prone into their DNA. That guy should be coming down from that office, resigned by force, because these are the corrupt kind of educated guys that intend to rob this country broad day. That deed doesn't make any sense to any sound manner human being. It's a complete disgrace to national unity. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Let me take this person. Hello? Too bad. Hello? Let me take another person. 0770907907907. Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. This LSC though.
You need to move from your monitor, please. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is LSC.
If you can move from your monitor, please, I'll let you go. Move from your monitor. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, this is LSC though speaking from Pio about Freeport. The Minister of Labor by now should be dismissed for taking our country and put it in the hands of certain groups, our secret area. We need not to talk plenty. The president has somebody, the president left the country. I think he left somebody in charge to control the affair. So, not much of talking. If the man is not dismissed, then of course we'll march. The protest are afraid of that will protest until the Minister of Labor calm down. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Oh, that one. Listen, let me tell you something. This is not about how somebody feel or how you happy or what you are. This deal is not in the interest of the country. Two things. They either revisit it and make the company to know so they can get 40%. You can get the 15% is enough. But you can go get the people 40%. You get a 50% is enough. If they can be revisited, then they too should not operate too. It is totally wrong. This is just about few individuals. When I call you names of people, how much they receive allegedly, it is very sickening. Let me take more calls here. Hello? Hello? Good evening. Oh, what's this person is doing on the line? 07709079070 0770 907 907 0880 907 907 0770 907 907 0880 907 907. Right? How do you make a deal that is not even in the interest of the people? You go and make a deal and give a company that is doing nothing and give them 40%. Hello?
Thank you. Thank you so much, people. Thank you.
Peter, this is your government. This is what they've done again.
Thank you. Just I'm a proper defender, but when the truth come out, we need to speak out the truth. Nothing else but the truth. Look, Sekou, thank you so much for me. I always follow you, especially one of the work you've better doing as a journalist in this country is the one that you always go to ministry and agency early in the morning before that minister or director come away. Look, I can really, really enjoy you. But let me say this. You see, in this country, we all are yamming for the betterment of our country. But see, the labor ministry, that want to ministry to the donor, they are not doing the work for the people. Look at the story you bring out tonight. Look at how they are treating people and taking so foreigner to come in our country and preserve our company and be exploiting our people, taking money while we have competent people in this country and the labor ministry. He has said it's upon it. But let me say this. Somehow we always on the radio to propagate information from President George Manuel Weah. For me, I will not defend and I will not go on radio to defend any other person beyond President Weah. This is President Weah because I know President Weah from the genesis of the life, how he proceed in life and how
okay. Thank you, my brother. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, Ruben Cannon.
Let me appreciate you, my brother Siku, and let me say good evening to the people of local county. You see, it is saddening that Councillor Gessin will be in such a position after he suffered the first appointment. I thought he should have been the person now to see to it that the welfare of the Liberian people, this thing the senator said against him, then to disprove them. But for the fact that you will bring somebody, you accept somebody to work in the country that will bring something to the Liberian people, and you say there as if nothing is happening, then what are you there for? But sometimes my disappointment goes to the executive. Because sometimes we do this cries. When we talk about what I see or Donna Kamara, nothing happens. Then, Councillor Gates, this is not the first time. There are a lot of labor classes. They will only go there and show face. Then those who are working in a place, they will have no right. Justice cannot be given them. People will be fired. They go today, they will just be buried. So is this the way they want us to head this country? The government that we say will support and will continue to support. These are the people that killing our government. I think as is now, but it's time for this man to see reason. President, you cannot listen to all many things, but on this, you are not here, but you have many years. You need to find solution for this man to be removed.
This deal is not a good deal. Finish. This deal is not a good deal. You can't give a government, can give somebody 60-40 government. Hello?
Hello.
Good evening.
How are you, sir?
Go ahead, sir.
Thank you so much for the show tonight. They call me Alfonso Zion. Yeah, I'm from 2028. I'm in 24th Street.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, I heard you talking about Councillor Gessin. I personally know Gessin. I met Gessin before at Moret building on 12th Street. Okay? Let me tell you. That is why it took time for Gessin to be appointed at that, ministry. Because of that man's story. That's funny story.
Yo.
Yeah. And this is why he has
the man has no integrity.
Yeah. Gessin, these are people who are not in for this country. Me, that guy is there. Let me tell you. If they say what Gessin is doing, people don't know. People know. They got their hands behind things. They're all chopping. Look at that chopping. They have fun. Thank you so much, Ego.
Thank you. We use all the rifle means. This deal is not good. Hello?
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Sherry. How are you?
Yeah, good evening.
Thank you so much for showing. And I want to appreciate you for your knowledge. Thank you for this occasion. You know, my name is Mr. Junior, and I joined from the social this. Mr. Sherry, you know that this man is useless. Let me just say this to you. And when you see anybody,
I'm not getting what you're saying.
You know, just
go ahead. Me, no? Yeah, go ahead, please.
Okay. You get me?
Oh, yeah, it's so good you left the line. Just do some adjustment and call us back, please, on 0770 907 907 0770 907 907 0880 907 907 0880 907 907. We'll take more calls. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
How are you?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah.
You coming in, Bado? Hello. The calls are hitting each other. Hello.
Hello, Seku.
Good evening.
This is more B-side calling from District 17.
Okay, go ahead.
Seku, thank you so much for the information given to the Liberian people. The only place I have a problem with you is that you say why we should blame the president. Seku, if you can't do anything somewhere, who they will blame?
Okay, sorry for that.
They bring them up good.
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. What we are saying there is that sometimes if we see these things, people say we hate the government, but we don't hate the government. But something can spoil you. But the president will be there, the citizen will complain, he will look at it, and he can't even come out to say anything. Yeah, Ghana Kamara never went to court. Yeah, get money running all around for senator. You want to be senator, the money he took for water and so on.
Let's talk about the issue. Let's stick to the issue, please.
You see, so they can't get him. I can remember before he was confirmed, there were a lot of arguments about him. But what will happen? People who in favor, he will confirmed. Look at this kind of what the country is benefiting from that deal.
Yeah, you can make 7 million for yourself. Then you go get something. You say some of them are made 12 million. It's just like okay, they are all 7 million who want it, but let's just make up means that you collect more money and they want to you take it.
To explore your citizenship.
Yeah.
To explore your citizenship so that you can enjoy.
That's
Thank you for bringing all the information about that.
Thank you very much. Let's take more calls. Hello. Hello. Good evening. I mean, we hearing you. Let me tell the other person on the other side. I'm hearing that. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, how are you there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good evening, my brother.
Yeah, man. So good. Thank you, man, for your opinions to our knowledge today. Yeah, we recognize your knowledge. That is a thing. But don't stop over there. You need to move in that deal. Yeah, you have to go deeply to find out the entire activities of that deal. So the government can be involved.
Sure.
Yeah.
This is not a good deal at all. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, all right. I'm Lawrence Spencer. I'm in Johnson Road as usual.
Lawrence, go ahead, brother.
So for me, I want to ask you, right? Is it that you got issue with foreigner heading it or the percentage? That's the issue because you are talking about if they can visit the percentage that they guessing God get the people, then it will almost be there. It will be okay, right? Like for example, you're talking about 15%. For me,
okay, that's a very good question. And you ask now, you want me to talk?
Yeah.
Okay, so you asked two questions. One, if it is the deal where foreigner heading it or what? Let me tell you the implications. For example, if you are making 5,000 to your horse, you get something that you can use to make 5,000 for yourself. And then I come there and tell you that, okay, I want to make 7,000. But out of that 7,000 I'm making, I'm giving you the same 5,000. Does that make sense to you?
It doesn't make sense at all.
Okay, listen now. And then out of the 7,000 I'm supposed to make, mistakenly the day I don't make that 7,000 and I make 4,000, that your 4,000 that are supposed to be for you are going into it and take some from there because the agreement we enter is I'm supposed to make the money. So once I don't make it, it means that I collected it because each time I collected, I get my own share. I get your own. So you have no means again to get that exact 4,000. You understand that, right? So the next thing here is this. Here is the security implication. You take all the international people in our country, their informations, and give it to foreign company.
Myself, so the reason I had a question, I didn't have problem with analysis.
I know.
For me, I just wanted to say all together for me. I wanted to say the issue about ratification for me, it should be no because, like you say, it's a security threat. Okay, why get our business partner and fund that is they cannot cope with our system?
Yeah.
So we waiting now to lose all of these people.
Oh yeah, but that was some people do.
Jason man, you can't play bitter boy and read pepper. Okay?
Yeah.
They man from day one, they may have been pragmatic. He own law firm team or all the client used to cry every blessing day you hear, something that led him to lose a firm appointment. So I don't know why President we have got made an appointed man in first place. The man is of no good conduct. So I mean, Jason is not the attitude the men are borrowing.
They can say drop the thing in your hand, but I want your blood, brother. So we saw that thing and we put ourselves in it. Some of the people that making the government,
we need to stand against it, brother. For once,
we
need to stand.
We have to stand. So when the actual, in such a point time like doing your test of all be waiting, it's wrong.
It's wrong.
It's wrong.
You know.
Thank you, Segu.
Thank you very much. Some foreigners will start to leave because they would think that it's not safe for them. Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Yes. Good evening.
Yes. My name is Harry, and I'm calling from Johnsonville. I think the views that these callers are making, or even assessing the document in question, are wrong. These views are wrong. You can't play with somebody's reputation on things that you don't have.
What we're saying here that are wrong?
You understand? No, wait, excuse me now.
I'm asking you. No, you can't say excuse me. I gotta ask you.
You in the studio that you may have a copy of the document. Because you give the percentages.
But you hear me talking about it. So listen. Let me say something. I'm the one that's supposed to speak to you, and I speak to you with truth. And I'm saying it to you. Then you say they don't have copy. You expect everybody that's listening to get copies of it?
Wait, do you see? Because
I'm asking you.
If you have a copy of the agreement, then I don't think you understanding what you're reading.
Okay, thank you. Then you not need to call. Hello. Hello? That thing what I can be doing is say, oh, tolerance and everything. It's not happening, yo. Hello? You can't only show all the planet will not explain. We not talk from start to end and everything. Then you say that everybody that listening to the radio tonight should get copies of the oh God, yeah, Liberia is an interesting country. So everybody might get copies, eh? Hello?
Yeah, how you doing?
Good evening.
I'm thanking Dubla. I'll speak to you from Peace Island, Chigotan.
Let's hear you.
You see, really, I'm a physician, but I'm too frustrated over the issue that you are coming up with tonight. And this is why I really used to love Costa, but used to dig the issue out and bring it forth. So tonight, you know, Liberia is a country like love spending their own birthright to foreigner or to alien, than to their own brothers. I saw this, I work with some companies, and that work almost with in my shoe, but for me, I don't take it. I'd rather leave that job and live a peaceful life than to be subject on an alien that will tell me.
Okay, thank you. Let me take another person. At 8 o'clock, we take a break. We transition to the next topic. Today, that labor issue we're talking. Hello? Good evening. This person is on the line. You holding the line, though. We need to allow others to join us as well on the program. Yeah. You got a labor ministry here, Jada, to say they're not, yeah? You got a labor minister here, Jada, to say no labor minister, yeah? Hello? Hello?
Good evening.
Good evening. Go ahead.
I am Moses, member from Johansson community.
Go ahead, brother.
You see, the reason why we always have problem with the president is that he's the one that appointed that particular charge against him, all those corrupt ministers. They will continue crying, not listening to us. It's very bad.
No, they want you will not go free. You don't watch and see.
Yeah. So some are always standing by any action that you people will take will support you people.
Okay, thank you. They won't not go free, man. You can't be sitting there all the time. He belly and be acting there to say we are afraid of that. Hello?
Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Thank you ever so much, Brother Secretary. My name is Melvin D. Brown, and I call you from Clarendon, District number 14.
The men that break my rules. Anyway, you beat me. Go ahead.
Thank you ever so much for affording me the opportunity. So I listened to you. You dissected the issue very well. My concern is when partisans are blaming the act of an individual to our political institution, even though you can distance the CDC from this government because this is a CDC-led government. But we must understand that not everybody who are working in this government are sedition.
Yeah, I said it. I said you can blame the president for what individuals will do at times because he might not be in the know.
And so let me use this medium to say to all of our committed partisans, that we are aware that there are undermine us who want to undermine the progress that this president is making. What we can kindly do as partisans of the party and as patriotic Liberians is to keep calling upon the president to make sure he root out these bad apples from his tree, because the CDC is a political party. The government is the government of the Republic of Liberia, and the president is the only president who has the appointing or the dismissing power. So I think all of these bad people who elect to ruin the image by this president must be dealt with in the public.
Brown,
I'll
be honest here. The thing are good. Wait now, you say government what get the capacity, you get the thing what the people want, then you go get in 40, then you take 60. That's something there, bro.
So you know, heart to heart or conscientiously that even what to be operating within the bailiwick of the Republic of Liberia. But because some people have that devilish art and behavior, they would love to read themselves at the detriment
of the Liberian people,
of the Republic.
Mm-hmm.
And so my only concern here is that because I'm listening to the colors,
mm-hmm.
I'm a seditious, I don't like the trust me, I am a leader within the party.
Mm-hmm.
Like any other people, but government the party is squarely don't have any participation. The president is the president of the Republic of Liberia. So he makes a decision. So let me appeal, let me console these downhearted partisans. We might allow them Baba people to be able to feel frustrated about our political party. The president is doing extremely well. And so we must protect and
thank you, buddy. Wanna go, yeah? Thank you very much. The other one, yeah. Hey, the other one, yeah, my brother. Hey, thank you. You agree with me? That's it. So the message is going down to the people. Hello.
Hello, Sego. Sorry for the little feedback. Sorry.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Sego, somewhere around the St. River, this is John D. Tumba.
Mm-hmm.
And every time that they are normally tuned to your frequency and then they monitor you on your platform.
Thank you.
Look, Sego. I am not a physician, and I'm not wish to be one. But let me say this: if anything goes wrong with this government, they blame our people that does not understand governance. The blame will be too shifted to Mr. Weir, because Mr. Weir had the appointing power. When Mr. Weir was about to appoint Charles Dixon for the very first time, the Liberian people raised eyebrow on the identical guy about a criminal intention. Later on, they still maneuver this guy within the system and put him there. And I listened to later TJ under the confirmation hearing at the time and said, "No, my gentlemen, we have to help the men that the men suffer too much, let the men go through." We don't wrong government like that. When somebody has and is stained with blood, do not allow that person to sit among civilized people. Charles Dixon have, tinted record when it comes to issue of corruption. So we are not surprised. So tomorrow, the blame will be shifted to Mr. Weir because Mr. Weir have the appointing power. That's what people tell me, the president is doing well. No, the president has the power to employ a fighter. Why Mr. President is not putting a hand into the pickle and get somebody who buck up for under his system? He's taking the people there. Then the Liberian people crying on his knee. You know, without even looking at Charles Gibson, we look at George here. He the one causing the problem for us. Our people make parables so good before I drop the line. They said, do not blame the dancer. The men are beating the drum. Stop beating the drum. The men will not dance.
Okay, thank you very much. Oh God, it's interesting.
Good
Hello.
evening,
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, brother.
Yeah, good evening.
Edward Spencer and Joe. One of your audience followers from the Guru Subata.
Go ahead.
Look, let me say this. President Weir cannot be a, and that's why he appointed some people to in certain position to execute some of the function of the government. If somebody is saying you don't blame your president, they meant doing extremely well. Let's be there, doing extremely well. For me, I don't have the mindset that President Weir get bad for Liberia. I'm not sure Liberia. But it's not certain President Weir is that you know how the technical know-how, you know the kind of people to put in position. He believes in friendship too much, you know, people tell him mind. The other guy that working on different position, how you will get money again? And when you get that kind of perception, brother, that thing will work out well. Yeah, this thing was appointed. I think my president, we are, I'm in the Minister of Justice was in that. We appointed somewhere again was in that. I think we appointed a Minister of Labor. And for truth, but simple thing, you will consider. Now, we all need a time about child getting. Trust me, my brother. President, we will not see no action. The local issue with Rawa City and whatsoever. People bring my city for that. If they might say that the money for local, that Rawa City, but the child city, sorry, the child city or Rawa City, all that. You know, it's President City. I take all the blame. There is no document that proves anywhere that President City say any like rental resources and they use it. But it is all government that we so all the blame count off. And the last time I checked, I not see any document clear yet. Yeah, there's a section that person where you when you use it to be corrupted, but there's no document to prove that clearly yet. For all the corruption that is ongoing in the government, President well there is no ability. So any attempt to get President, we are second then the same old people will come to the same old position and will do the same old thing. There's a need for change. Thank you for the opportunity. I highly appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Hello. Sorry. Hello. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening. Good evening. Go ahead. You live. If you're ready, please let me take another person. Too many persons on the line. Hello.
Salam alaikum.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Go ahead.
No, may Allah bless you.
Amina inshallah.
May Allah forgive you.
Amina inshallah.
May Allah give you long life.
Amina inshallah.
May Allah solve your problems.
Inshallah.
Now, Sherry, alhamdulillah, I have to say, but always come, I will test you and praise you. May Allah give you a family journal.
Amina inshallah.
Now, Sherry, many people not behave like you, the CEO of Voice of Liberia.
Let it live without that.
Many not behave. Inshallah, through the power of Allah, Allah will fight your battle.
Inshallah.
Some of your former for Voice of Liberia. Yes. That I will pay for you, Sherry.
Okay, thank you very much. The line is a little bit. Hello.
Yeah, what you say, go?
You the last caller.
Yeah, thank you very much for this opportunity to be the last caller of your program. I am Desmond Okangba calling from the Divine Grace Church campus in Pearl River.
Go ahead.
Seku, thank you for this topic. But you know, I want you to start sending for the officials. Search your information, you get it. It is good to engage. They have a public relation officer to the labor ministry. Call them, let them come and maybe get their part. Then the information will be maybe balanced for us, the listeners. Can you understand? At least
listen.
Yes,
hello. You know what you call balancing, my guess, sir? The thing, if you not get the information, listen. Listen now. Let me say something about Becky. Charles Gibson is not trustworthy. I can't share anything with Charles Gibson again because he's criminally. Yeah. You know what the man did to me before?
No, sir.
I was dealing with issue. I spoke to that man and I told the man, say, I have the fights. I tested the thing to the man. They seen I tested the thing to the man. They seen the man go to the person where I was lodging complaint that he should intervene. And I got the video of it. His car went there, everything. So I'm a go waiting to the man. They tell me.
Okay, that's the only thing we can do now is to just prepare on President. We are to just do, to do the right thing that let the country, because he carrying the breading.
They will not go unnoticed. Their D is not good D. It got implications. We will use the radio and tell the foreigners, they never listen to that thing the people doing. Who know what you come and do with the people information you come and take?
Yeah, because people even complain about that to report there.
Yeah.
About the scene lady.
The scene little. Aminata Bangura. But I will tell you something about Aminata Bangura. I will get your information. I will tell you what it is Aminata Bangura from Sierra Leone. What it all happened. I will tell you all. And I will tell you about the GTM. And I will tell you some things. Y'all wait. Let's transition. Let's take a break. We're going to be right back. Our nation today. Yes, we're back. Yes, we have an hour to go, maybe, or yes, we need to do this for our country. And trust me, this ethics issue, we dig deep into it. We have all the facts, and we'll continue to talk about it. And this one will not just be as usual. We talk, we leave it. No, this deal is not good. If they can do it, we encourage the foreigners that are here not to do it, because they don't know what they're doing with their informations. They don't know. How you can go tell people information, you can't say biometric, what kind of metric or what kind of thing. The country is generating our own money, 7 million. Then the people can say they will bring 12 million. When you take all that 40% from there, how many will lead there? That's not mockery you're making all the people. But we'll come back again tomorrow. It's so good. We are the original presenters of this show, so we will be here all the time. I want to say welcome, folks. If you're just joining us, I want to say welcome. Let's transition. Let's transition to this issue. And folks, this issue again is about bad labor practice. This issue is about bad labor practice. And not just about bad labor practice, but violating the rights. Violating the rights of Liberians. Fellow Liberians, you won't believe it, that this company by the name of Liberian American Poultry Incorporated, they are operating on the Bombing Highway, and the local authorities are not even in the know. The superintendent of bombing, I'm told he's seriously ill. The development superintendent is not aware. It is because of our intervention of recently we took him there to go and see for himself. But this is what happened. You know, most often the job we do, you have people that confide in you, people that tell you about issues, people that think that things are not happening readily. They call upon you and express some of these things to you. And some of the things that we usually do is to always get all sides of a story. Please tell Victor, he has the guy voice, we need to use it. And so it's always good to get all sides of a story. So we got a complaint that this Liberian American Poultry Incorporated, they were into some pollution issue during that site where they are billing. And the guys complain that they are working. They've been working for more than 6 a year. There's no even contract to say that, okay, you are contractor. Sorry, neither to say you are employees. But all the foreigners that are working there, they are fully employed. Even though they are not doing any hard work, we'll show you pictures. We'll play you videos. You will see that they only stand and see the Liberian people do the hard work. But the Liberians are not employed. So when we get these reports, I told the entire management that it is always good to get all sides of a story. We took the weekend and we drove to the site. And we went to the site. We used our journalistic issue where we were allowed to enter peacefully. You see some of the rigs we go through for information in the bush there. We go there and we enter the people fence. Why are the people who hold us? And some of my stars were talking, but Chief, I said, listen, journalism is all about truth telling. We should not go back to Monrovia and tell the people things that we didn't see. So we enter on that day, the rain was falling. And we noticed that Liberians are placed in a continuum while a very nice building is being built for the wet guys. For those of you see, are the people there, for those of you watching, you see it? The Liberians, that the Liberian people own a place there. That's the place for the Liberian people. And you see the wet guys don't own a place? We'll tell you the entire story, don't worry. And so we went there. We saw lots of things, fellow Liberians. And let me let you know, Liberian American Poultry Incorporated, this is the article of incorporation for the company. This is the article of incorporation. And the name here for this company is Wahab Daini. Wahab Daini. Wahab is the current manager for UCR. And we'll play you Wahab voice. When we called the number to get the side of UCR, because the head security, the foreigner that they brought to be the head security, as if to say we don't have any qualified Liberian yet to be head security. The foreigner they brought to be the head security told us, we have it on record, that the farm there, it is a subset of UCR. We have it on record. And he said that in front of the development superintendent, and he said that in front of one of the civil society activists from Bomi County. But when we call Wahab, that his name is on this thing, Wahab, in fact, he went to the extent, he disrespectfully addressed me. But I accepted it because I was trying to get his side. You were listening to the audio. Fellow Liberians, see what Liberians are going through. Let's play you this audio about this company that is operating. You see, sometimes you don't have the labor ministry to do what she needs to do. So at the end of the day, people will do anything to Liberians. They will do anything they want to do to Liberians. We went out of town. No, that is not what we want to play. We want to play the video itself where you can see Liberians are in the continuum. Let us see it, and the other pictures of people working with protected gears, doing hard work. People are working, doing building issues. There's no protected gears for them. They don't have protected gears. But the foreigners, they are well protected. But Liberians are okay.
But for now, they cut it down. Yeah. For what? I don't know because it on the paper that they consider beginning and they pay milestone. You signed a contract with the people, right? So, my man, what is your name? James? James who? Kazuru. What kind of work you do here? Brushing. You young man. And how do you brush? The crackers, do they give you gloves? But now rain falling. Are they issue any of you raincoat? Someone rain is falling. How you manage? Just stay under the rain to brush? Do you have access to medicine when like you get sick on the job? Like when you rain falling, you get cold, you start a trip. Do they give you money to go to drugstore? So do they even provide you safety boots, shoes? Okay.
So what's the name of this company? Is it a company of construction site? I don't know the name.
So who been working here for over the past 6 months?
I've been working here for
1 year plus. So since 1 year, I see your hand, there's a finger cut. What is it? Let me see.
So they didn't do anything to us?
Nothing.
Yeah.
All right. So there is a kind of bad situation. So now we have come. So probably. All right. So how is the working environment? Like you can be working on tension, maybe you working in your apartment. Oh, you make it. Can you work on tension?
So if you guys working and rain start to fall, do they give you guys break? When they rain fall for half day, your rest, they'll continue on your break. So how can the food be like? Can it be sufficient for you guys?
But they want that food.
No, wait. Take your time. Let it go to the food area. I want you see the food they're making for Liberians? I want you people to see. Yeah, for those of you that are not seeing it on the television, you will get to understand. You cannot even make that food for your some people, some the dogs, some of you guys don't eat this type of food. This is the type of food for those of you watching the television. This is what they cook for the workers, Liberians. This is the type of food. And these foods are sitting and you got flash all on top of them. This is what they cook for Liberians. You see it? They don't care how they feel. They don't care. So because they move by what they're doing to the Liberian people. So bring the video and see the building. You've seen the container in which Liberians are in. Come and see the building that the foreigners are in. Do the video. Let the people see it. There's a video there. Do that video. Let the people see it and see the work guys. Go and see the work guys when we are our country.
Okay.
That is the video for the folks. I'm talking about the video of the work guys area. The work guys. That video should be there. There. So let's get the video so you can see it, folks. See what you see. At times there are a lot of things
joining today, and our investors in Wyoming County, where we've come to ascertain some information about some allegations about this company. We've been receiving several other complaints as to how they are treating Liberians. Even where Liberians are staying, it is totally uncomfort. And now we've managed to enter the premises, even though it is something that the black manager and some others are trying to resist. But we've managed to come in. And just to let you know, this is where the quote-unquote wet guys are staying. And you see a very beautiful structure. This is one of their vehicles. Another vehicle there is one of their vehicles, and fully AC. Seen during the daytime, they have electricity. And then we have the video and that of the pictures we took out there for Liberians. They are lying in a container where it seems to be very unacceptable. And we're here today. We're going to continue our investigation to let you know exactly, based on allegations we've received about this institution, what they've started to do to Liberians and continue to do to Liberians against the rights of Liberians. You can see, and I think this is the manager, one of the managers coming. We're here today to see we can talk to you. Hello, sir. How you doing? Okay. You see that guy that came. I want you to go to the it's okay. It's okay. So I want you to put they think the people that are listening will now really see it. But let me explain this to the people. So we have pictures, of
You see, people are working. For those of you watching, you will see the people are working without any protective gears. There's no protective gears. But listen to you see the building that the work guys are in? That is the building the work guys are in. That is the work guys building. You see Liberians? You see what Liberians are going through? Those of you that are watching, you see what Liberians are sitting? It is during the rainy time. I don't know how the people take us to be. You see the guys? They work guys. You see where they are? During the day hours, they enjoying themselves. They bring their girls from Monrovia. They are there enjoying themselves while Liberians are working. You see Liberians area? You see where they usually sleep? What Liberians have done to foreigners when they come in this country? That they cannot respect us at all. And listen to what the black managers were saying to us. If y'all want tough for them, y'all might get a job. Or, yes, while people are working, and in fact, they are carrying out this portrait issue. If you enter the place, the air pollution, even you own a mean road, where is the Environmental Protection Agency though? The people are causing real health hazard. Listen to the funny thing. The owner of UCR, in person of Anwar Izzadeen. Anwar Izzadeen is the owner of UCR. And Wahab is the general manager of UCR. So it is the same UCR that opened the company there, that UCR branch there. So what do we do? When we got the information, fellow Liberians, we decided to get the company's side of the entire information. We placed a call to a number that was confirmed that we could speak to this person to get to Izzadeen to hear about these things. Liberians are eating food as if to say they are dogs. Liberians are living places that they are not to live. Liberians are working with any job protection. The other guy said he got caught. They're not even saying anywhere. In fact, there's no protective gears for them. Right? Liberians are doing things Liberians are doing things and nothing seems to be happening for them. But the foreigners, the Lebanese that are there are much more enjoying than Liberians. Nobody can say that they can enjoy. But there are laws. You cannot get people working for more than 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months, and you cannot even get a contract, neither to say employment. It is happening. Then look at the place the people are lying down. Look at the place the guys built for themselves. How do you treat Liberians like that? People are working with protective gears. Look at the type of food. Look at the work the people are doing there. How do you treat the people that way? And then they don't have any means to express themselves. So when we reach out, Anwar Izzadeen is the owner of UCR. Anwar Izzadeen has been into too many dirty things in Liberia. We come to the flour factory, what they're doing there. And then the manager, because they do it for what reason, they put his name here, Wahab. We call Wahab. Do you have the audio there? No. Okay, yes. You're listening, fellow Liberians. You see how the Lebanese are very disrespectful? And I will tell you who they're depending on. I will tell you. Let's play it. Play it. We went out of town over the weekend at the site where UCI is trying to construct a factory. So we went there and we uncovered a lot of things. But before going there were a lot of complaints sent to us in Bomi area. There were a lot of complaints sent to us by some of the folks working there. There were allegations that the management is ill-treating them. They've been underpaid. They are working. They've not been, giving any document as to contract or any employment. And where they are lying is very terrible. They are using their bare hands to use things to work where the management has allegedly failed to provide protective gears for them. So as a media institution, we thought to go and verify for ourselves. And we went there over the weekend with the entire team. We saw them. Most of the things they said, we saw it, we videotaped it, we did lots of recordings, and then we were fortunate to see some of the work guys up to the building. We went there to talk to them. There was an altercation, and so we left. So as a media institution, we thought to speak to your boss, which you say he cannot be available now, to hear him on some of these things and what really transpired. Because it's always good in journalism to get all sides of a story. The guys that were there, they were not, able to talk to us to give the company own side. So as we're gonna have it on the radio, we thought to call.
And who, Mr. Sharif,
Yes.
first of all, looking like the whole story you have is not true. Number one, UCI has nothing to do there. I don't know from where you got this UCI name. Looking like we are getting information left and right. I have nothing to say. UCI has nothing to do out there. There is no name of UCI. UCI has no interest there. Nothing at all. I don't know who is giving you the information, which is totally wrong. I repeat again, UCI has nothing to do there. I don't know from where you brought this name UCI.
Sir?
From where you got
Hello?
this name? Who told you about UCI?
So you listen to what I explained to you? You want me to explain again so that you can get it better?
Yeah.
Okay, so I will do that for the benefit of what you did not get. We've been receiving complaints, allegations about the company that it has been alleged that UCI is trying to open.
You are saying UCI.
Highway. Hello, sir. You want me to explain so you get a clear understanding?
But you are explaining this. You are explaining wrong. UCI has nothing to do with what you are talking about.
So UCI don't have farm there, right?
No, UCI doesn't have farm there. No.
Okay, so what is UCI involvement into the factory that is currently being opened there?
This is something else. I have nothing to talk about it now. I think I will call later. What's your name again, Mr. Sekou Sharif?
What's your own name, sir?
What's your name?
I said, what's your name?
No, the same way that you got my phone number, you can get my name. It's not something hard.
So
Thank
I'm
you, sir.
asking you, sir, what you said to me, can I use that as the side of your company?
UCI has nothing to do with the farm again.
That's what I'm saying.
And that you are having wrong information about it. I don't know from where you are getting it, but anyway, I'm trying to correct your information. UCI has nothing to do with that. For anything related to media, you can talk to Zoom. Also, I have my lawyer number. Also, you can call him and talk to him.
You can go to your lawyer. You can sue or do anything when we start. What I'm asking you, can I use what you're saying to me as your company side because you say I cannot talk to your boss? Can I use it?
But what I told you that UCI has nothing to do with the farm, right?
So that's what I'm asking you. What you are saying, can I use it as your side and the company side?
You can do whatever you want. I'm just telling you my information, bro. You can do whatever you want.
Thank you very much. So I have you on record and we'll use it.
Okay. So now you listen, right? Let me tell you something. This, sometimes when people speak harshly, then you'll say, oh, they person. This good for nothing man they call Wahab. He's on the line with me telling me the same way I got his number, I should get his name like that. Okay, so I finna get the document where you put your nonsense name and think you say you the owner of this company. Yeah, say there, yeah. Ain't say I'm gonna get your name. There, yeah. I finna getting it. So that your company, because listen, Issa Dean, this man is a very cool man. This man has duped government Liberia on plenty of occasions. This man is a friend to the current deputy speaker of the Republic of Liberia. So he feels that he's entitled to do some of this nonsense to our country. That's the reason why you get Wahab, who is the general manager or financial person for UCI, on the phone talking nonsense. When you got our Liberian brothers, our Liberian sisters, how they've been treated, as if to say this country has no law.
As if to say, you see some of the people, let me say this again. And we need to speak truth to people. You see the video, for those of you who watch the video, you will notice in that video, a guy there wearing a t-shirt or CDC t-shirt with the president's picture. I'm putting it in this point. I'm not saying I don't want to attach this thing to the government, but this is what I'm saying. You don't know the people that have been treated there are seditions, are people that are down-house seditions because they fought to bring this government to power. But look at what they are going through in their own country. They've not been employed. They don't have contract. They don't have good food to eat. They are working beyond the time. They've been disrespected. They work under the rains. They get sick. Nothing can happen. Are you kidding me? And then you get the foreigners doing the day hours. They are there smoking, enjoying themselves. And the foreigners are the ones that will stand, and Liberians will be working without any protective gears. And then there's Wahab. Y'all listen to the man response. Y'all see some of the things we can go through. He say, all he know, UCR not get nothing to do with it. UCR at this. Oh, you who to UCR? And your own security man, the security person you brought in the country, like to say, you don't get no security person to mind the farm. No Liberians qualified to mind your farm. The white guy you brought, that the same man told us, say, they say UCR, that they won't get that other company. So that's the reason why they put your name there to do a cover up, but that UCR get it. And the land is for Anwar Isadin because he married a Liberian woman, and so they bought that land. Well, trust me, even the work they're doing there, the air pollution, all the bad things they're doing there, the local authorities not even in the know that we the one got to go let them know. You see? So they made breaks because he knows the deputy speaker. And this is the problem I can get with officials of government. And I called the deputy speaker, he didn't answer. And I wanted to ask him, is he the one giving these guys the right to do what they're doing to Liberians? See our leaders, man. Why our leaders continue to do these things to the Liberian people? At the end of the day, they come to you with their faces and tell you that you should elect them in positions. When you elect them in position, you that have elected them in position, you tend to be the slaves to them. This is the problem. You know, let me tell you something. This thing has hurt me to my stomach to allow and see Liberians. And I nearly shed tears on that day when I saw what Liberians are going through. And the disappointing thing, I called the Wahab man. Okay, let's agree. You say that you see I get it. So you Wahab now, you get it. That your name on the document here. You can't tell me, say the same way I get your number, that the same way I'm going to go. You frisky, eh? You're in our country and doing all kinds of things here. Then when people be asking you, you'll be disrespectful. If I have my own power, you cannot even sleep in Liberia tonight. What kind of nonsense is this? You can do that thing in Lebanon? Or you can do it in your country? You're there into all kinds of quasi things. Go call your lawyer. I will deal with you every day. Call your lawyer, let a lawyer can sue us. You get Liberians are suffering. You're violating their rights. Then when people call you, you can't open your mouth and say you should how you might get my. In fact, I find concern you see I not involved, and in fact, the same way you get my number, that the same way you might go get my name. Jada, you get better name. Let me tell you something. Sometimes when the people do these things to Liberians, the way they think can help me, and I hope I had the power to make some of these people understand. Say you don't do these things to Liberians. Look at the other guy say he got caught in the process. Nothing. People will get sick, nothing. Look at our mothers, our sisters. See where they are sitting during the raining period. While they are sitting in an air-cool area, AC on them, they're enjoying themselves. Or because people need jobs, they should be treated anyhow, anyway. Is that the way it should be? Then you can't call you. Then you can't say, oh, now they want everything. And you say, I'm going to go look for your knee. I don't get your knee now. That your knee is a thing. decided to use on the article and cover because they want change and everything. But you're seeing security people to the place there. The web man you get there as security man, they picking. That big picking where you get that he the one tell, oh, we get him on recording. And when you challenge it, the man to in fact the man give all the company need. The man to us say, in fact, the man confessed to us that all the foreigners are employed. Imagine the people bring secretary from Guinea. So the secretary, well, I got it. We got it on recording. Ask the man who said, "Mama, you what you can do here?" The man said, when they put in the goods in the well, he can write it down. That the man on the where they ain't get no qualified Liberian to do it. Security, they go bring some security, head of security from Lebanon to be there. Then they made a Liberian warning, the honor warning. Hey, Liberia. When will Liberia change from for the amount of things that we need to change from? So they open that thing there. They come and be doing all kinds. In fact, they have a portrait there. All the waste stuff of the chicken and all these things and everything against air pollution. As soon as you reach around that area, your whole nose, you got to hold your nose. Liberians are working. They ain't get no nose glove, no protective gears, nothing. We have pictures here. Our mothers and amen when I saw the old man working. Some of them not even get slippers on their feet. Our brothers then playing with the steel raw. There's nothing. The guys were connecting the current issue. No protected gears. You see? Why are these things happening to Liberians? Then they go reach out to you to ask you about all these things. And you can't say, oh, you didn't know about it. In fact, how they see where I get your number, that they see where I get your need. What better your need? Fellow Liberians, how do we continue to live in these kinds of things all the time? And they make breaks that because he's close to the deputy speaker, nothing can happen. And so you know what the black people can tell the workers there? If y'all want to go talk, y'all go talk. You will look for another people who put in them. So the people that are there, they're afraid. You know now in the interior now, people looking for a job. The people working for more than 1-2 years, no employment, no contract. And the law says 3 months for probation. In that 3 months, you cannot make it. You can tell the person to leave. How you behave to people like that? How you behave like that? How you behave like that? You can. How you treat Liberians that way? How you treat Liberians that way? Then you come and say, and when people call you to ask you, look at the disrespect the man show. You can't talk to the man. Talk to me. Okay, we asking you now. You've been disrespectful again. So it shows to you that he doesn't care about what Liberians are going through. So he enjoys what they are going through. He feels no hurt about what they are going through. 07709079007. You know, sometimes, man, all the thing, but it boils down to this big criminal we got, we say Labor Minister, Charles Gibson. Because the men I'm not doing all the kinds of things, and the people will not be doing that kind of a thing into Liberians. Liberians are supposed to be suffering like that. Their rights are not protected. Then when you call one Lebanese duke, he comes and tell you all kinds of things. It's because the man doesn't have respect for his integrity. He doesn't hold himself up to the standard. He falls for anything. The way I'm talking about it, I know he can't go to the people again. Because that's his job. The labor minister wants to go do inspection to all the BB companies. Because he knows that at the end of the day, envelopes will come. And you get the people, they're doing that kind of a thing to Liberians. In as much we need investment, is that the way investments are to be ongoing? When investments are done, the people are using their investment to the extent They're overriding the rights of the Liberian people. Because you do investment, so you should not pay the Liberian people, the people that are working. You will bring foreigners, you pay them good. You don't pay Liberians that are working. So when you tell you, oh, that investment, the people can't put that investment. Oh, you bring in security director from out of the country. You don't have any qualified person here to be security director. You bring in secretary. You don't have anybody here to be secretary. You bring in somebody to just stand over people that are working. You don't have anybody here to do it. 07709079070 07709079070 08809079070 08809079070. At times, these people can make us very sick. Yo, honestly. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
So, let's follow business. Me, I just want to ask you a question because we don't born in the country that one day business. I go Guinea, I go level to water because myself I'm a mechanic. I'm not going to go that.
I'm not getting what you're saying. Please call back. Hello. Good evening. Hello.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good evening.
Go ahead.
Yeah. This is Major Grant calling from Gola Kone.
Grand Cape Mount County.
Yeah, Grand Cape Mount County. You know, brother, what is actually going on in this country that what we can always say we should blame the government. Because if the government is really care for 8 people for the oath that the government took, these things will not happen. Actually, it will not happen. But because the government is not seeking the affair of the people, they are not concerned of the people, that why these things will happen. And all of this you are talking to me, my brother, even when we look at the executive to take action, the executive would not even take action. Will not take action. So, my brother, that's the country for ourselves. We just
Thank you. Thank you. Let's take another person. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, that's what I'm calling from 12th Street. Thank you. Yes, Sherry, thank you for your topic tonight. Because the problem I get with the government, the labor ministry is not doing nothing for we, the citizens in the country. Because the Indian people come and bring workers from all the country, they can't work, give them good salary. Now our parents and sisters are suffering. See that. And this thing is for your answer to me. God bless you.
The Wahab guy is very arrogant, very rude. We deal with him good. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hello. Yeah, good evening. I'm so sorry, I didn't get the name of the station. I just picked up my phone to call.
This is Voice of Liberia. Go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you very much, my brother. I listen to you keenly, and I really get keen attention to all of what you say. And you're saying exactly the truth. Some people might not come out to say or to admit to what you're saying, but there is something that goes on every day at the various workplaces. More especially those Lemon Garden, they even bring all the technicians and they bring them from Lebanon. From Syria, layers, electrician, whatsoever that you think of. So that alone making Liberia just jobless now in the country, and our labor ministry just stay there and is doing nothing about it. And these people who are doing these things in government, they are the real enemy of the state. I'm telling you the truth. Because if you be there to help the government to move through, because if you see about your citizens, whatsoever that will come from there, it will benefit the country. But they say they allow the foreigners to maltreat the citizens of the country. And just one example I just named. So I just want to thank you for your
Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello. Good
Good
evening.
evening. Good
Yes.
evening, Seku.
Good evening.
Yeah, thank you so much. My name is Adam Klon, and I call you from Johnsonville. Yeah, it is a pleasure to be on Voice of Liberia. I don't know what happened to the liberalization policy. I mean, that this president and this government was breaking about. That Liberian, economy, everything about Liberian will be placed in the hands of foreigners. And what you said, Seku, I listened to the audio you just played. Look at how the gentleman there addressing you.
That Wahab.
You as a professional journalist in Liberia here to be addressing you. So it shows that these people, our people that are above us, they are in the hands of those people. So these people feel that when they do anything, I mean, it is nothing. So the ordinary people just look, I mean, like plastic in their hands. That is quite unfortunate, and that is not the government that our people elected.
Okay, thank you. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, brother. Good evening, Brother Sekou.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, also here from Newtown this evening. Brother, thank you very much. For me, I usually start with this because you always fight for the truth. You always go to the truth. No, when the truth is there, let the truth be told to the public. Let the truth be told to the government. That's what I like about this time. I always follow you. My brother, that's a fact. Labor Minister, I know the reason why they got administrative. The commerce, the agriculture ministry. I think the ministry, I know the reason why they got the free money. Minister, the minister control one of you. Was not in the interest of the Liberian people. It's not in the interest of the citizen. We are straight in this country. Our brothers and sisters are straight. We are working hard. But no benefit, no respect, no care, no love. They value the foreigners so much. One of the citizens, when we speak the truth, then when they get there, forget about it. When they enter in that man office, forget that difference is so much change.
Okay, thank you very much. Hello.
Good evening, Sekou.
Yes, good evening.
Thank you. People ask my name. I call you from District Team Oswald County. Yes, Sekou, I listen to your show, and the foreigner aspect. I think our government, we should blame our government 100%, because our government, they are in bed with these foreigners against their citizens. Because you can imagine, Sekou, the Nigerians, we see the Nigerians taking disadvantage over Liberians. I say around our street, and it's plenty around our street there. You see the Nigerian guys taking a disadvantage over us, Sekou. They guys will just come with a car, when you're selling the chance, they just come there, they take a move on there. If you having something there, they just get on a car, they just drag your goods, and then they pack a car. You see, and when this thing happens, the security or the police, they don't have.
Thank you. Let's take another person. Hello.
Yeah,
let's
hello,
stick to the issue. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for finding this. This where let me say something. That people we bring the people that we bring our so-called black manager and that the people put in the position. Yeah, let me just explain a short story. Our wedding, there's a company by the name of, they call themselves company, but I don't think that company, there's also people, what they call themselves 150. Yeah, at Mama Point, there where they get a play, they get their warehouse and look down. Yeah, so you see, I'm on driver and apply for driving work. Then the people tell me that I should be told in cartoon, then you pay me $100. I said, but how will I told cartoon and then driving at the same time you pay me $100? I can't make it. So I just work there for that 3 or 4 days and then I tend to work. But then the store boy there is taking $175. Then I was a professional man. You ask me to be told in cartoon and then driving, you pay me $100. So what sense does it make? And actually, you talk about the air police, how they call it. You go at the rehab area, there's a bakery there.
Okay, thank you. Now I know what we're talking about. We're talking about this company. Oh, you come into battle. We're talking about the Liberia American Poultry Incorporated. Hello. Yes, go ahead.
This is Raymond Star. I join you from Brian Johnson this evening. Sekou, this issue about labor is our own lawmakers, our own brother in the house there.
Hey, man, how the lawmakers doing it now?
They get it from the government. I can give you an example. Gabriel Buchanan Smith was a lawmaker in the legislature, and after I was asking my time. Gabriel Smith, they pick up a jeep. That is some patrol. The government getting he used to carry in mental fence to refill it. Anything enter he carry refill it. So anything that is so into all we tell him a fiasco. In this country, we have to stand for something there for ourselves. I agree with you at times because President, we are appointing people to perform at certain areas. Some things that can be going on, he can know. He can know. You don't expect to go on over. So we have to stay for ourselves at times.
Okay, thank you. Another person here. Hello.
Hello, Sekou.
Yeah.
This is Desmond Pu Kangba calling from the face of Delita School Campus in Po River.
Okay.
Sekou, what you are saying, thank you for the program anyway. Thank you for this radio station, and I hope that the radio station will continue such a wonderful program.
Sure, we'll continue.
And we understand. You know, this is all over. It is not only that company. Look at Redco.
Yeah, let's limit it to it now, because that the one who we're talking now.
I agree. You know, anything you do, those lawmakers, and you call the deputy speaker, those lawmakers, all of them have share in every company that is within their constituents. So at the end of the case, they will go there and collect something for themselves. So there will be nothing coming from all of this issue. I will not lie to you. The only thing we can do is to continue to play over radio, continue to provoke them over radio. And President, we are cannot, over 10
Okay, thank you very much. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
This is Dongo from Broadway.
Go ahead, sir.
I highly disappointed when you talk of my county and people have been suffering there that way. I wish the superintendent speedy recovery, because Honorable Robertson been my best friend, but to hear that he's sick, I'm a little bit confused. But it's happening that you will see in your own country being treated as slaves. That people take you like they don't even like nobody. This is a common practice that caused this problem making today. They kick back, causing this situation. These people that in hurricane that will receive those kickbacks, they don't care for a layman down. And these are people that you need. These are people that when you reach a life, you impact their life, they will make something to go better. But you want everybody to be beggar, ever going around begging, that's not correct. Let labor minister try to take a stand. There are so many jobs that Liberia need to do. How will you bring security for all of you and bring security for God? I won't say.
Secretary and all, they bring secretary. They bring people that are just about to be standing looking at the old man and the young men and working.
Where are we heading to? In the 21st century? You bring in somebody out of the country to come do secretary job? My brother, they don't play a portion of ballet, there's no doing and take it out of the country. By this time. Thank you.
Thank you very much, this person. Hello. Good evening. Oh, too bad. Let me go to this line. Hello.
How are you doing, Mr. Sekou?
Yes, go ahead, Chief.
Yeah, I appreciate your shows. You're so much. Thank you, brother.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm Jacob Siri calling from the Kelly Johnson Bell.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I work with a home city Liberia opposite Jobata Market 7th Street. Yeah, the manager, he dismissed me. I worked with him after 8 years. He dismissed me without a dismissal letter, and he only gave me 1 month salary. Okay, I took the case. Yeah, I took the case to labor. Each time labor called him, inviting 3 times, and gave him 3 letters. He refused to show up. So as last when he came, he told labor that I've been doing some things in the company. He got evidence. He got video tape of what I did. So labor asked him to bring a video recording of bring a video what have you. He refused. Almost 2 months, he can't come up with video recording. He can't come up with video check.
Because he have a weak labor ministry.
Yeah, labor ministry though. That's what they always doing. So as I go there, they will say, "Oh, the man we call the man will call the man will so up there now."
Okay, thank you. Hello.
Good evening. Good evening. How are you?
Good evening.
How are you, sir?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes. I listened to your topic tonight, and I appreciate you so much for your, for the topic on the discussion. You see, what happened in this country? Some of us we are on the sea. We are 9 offices. I speaking to you, I'm a captain to me on the sea. You see, what I talk tonight, my blood is running because we passed through. Such a thing 2 hours a day. You getting me?
I'm hearing you.
We on the sea. And then they treated by the poor, both the past government and this government. And we the same citizen. Yeah, let's now to go and go for them.
Then when you see, I even want to hear about Minister of Labor. They're not working. They're not doing nothing. You see, just recently one of my friends, you know that, or Liberty men collection and when you move a scaffold on nothing will come out of it. You understand? But don't Liberty guy continue to teach us in the contract is to say, you know, except those that in office, but some of that on the sea that working on the sea, I was loving race. Because anything happens to you, you leave.
Sure, let me take this person. Hello.
Hello, brother.
Go ahead, my sister.
And yes, Kadiatu Sheriff, I call from Pennsylvania.
Kadiatu, go ahead.
My brother, the labor system is not working in this country. The labor system. Why you will go to in company where people working, you don't go to the citizen, then you go in the office. Go in the office. When you enter in the plant manager office, they get an envelope, then you walk away. You can never go on the field to interview the workers. So know what's going on there. We get bad labor practice in this country.
Okay, Mama. Thank you very much. I'm going to end this show with the guy voice. I'm going to play again. Listen to him, how arrogantly he responded. I'm going to play it, and I'll call it a day. Tomorrow we're going to be back, and we'll still talk about CETES. We'll still talk about this company, Liberia, they said Liberian American Poultry Incorporated. We'll still tell you and give you new information about the two companies. We're playing this, and this is what when we call this guy, his name here, Wahab. This is Wahab voice. Listen to it. We went out of town over the weekend at the site where UCI is trying to... Yeah. Where UCI is trying to construct a factory. So we went there and we uncovered a lot of things. But before going there were a lot of complaints sent to us in Bomi area. There were a lot of complaints sent to us by some of the folks working there. There were allegations that the management is ill-treating them. They've been underpaid. They are working. They've not been, giving any document as to contract or any employment. And where they are lying is very terrible. They are using their bare hands to use things to work where the management has allegedly failed to provide protective gears for them. So as a media institution, we thought to go and verify for ourselves. And we went there over the weekend with the entire team. We saw them. Most of the things they said, we saw it, we videotaped it, we did lots of recordings, and then we were fortunate to see some of the work guys up to the building. We went there to talk to them. There was an altercation, and so we left. So as a media institution, we thought to speak to your boss, which you say he cannot be available now, to hear him on some of these things and what really transpired. Because it's always good in journalism to get all sides of a story. The guys that were there, they were not, able to talk to us, to give the company own side. So as we don't have it on the radio, we thought to call.
And who, Mr. Sharif, yes. First of all, looking like the whole story you have is not true. Number one, UCI has nothing to do there. I don't know from where you got this UCI name. Looking like you are getting information left and right. I have nothing to say. UCI has nothing to do out there. There is no name of UCI. UCI has no interest there. Nothing at all. I don't know who is giving you the information, which is totally wrong. I repeat again, UCI has nothing to do there. I don't know from where you brought this name UCI.
Sir?
From where you got Hello. This name? Who told you about UCI?
So you listen to what I explained to you? You want me to explain again so that you can get it better?
Yeah.
Okay, so I will do that for the benefit of what you did not get. We've been receiving complaints, allegations about the company that it has been alleged that UCI is trying to open.
You are saying UCI
Highway. Hello, sir. You want me to explain so you get a clear understanding?
But you are explaining wrong. UCI has nothing to do with what you are talking about.
So UCI don't have farm there, right?
No, UCI doesn't have farm there. No.
Okay, so what is UCI involvement into the factory that is currently being opened there?
This is something else. I have nothing to talk about it now. I think I will call later. What's your name again, Mr. Sekou Sharif?
What's your own name, sir?
What's your name?
I said, what's your name?
No, the same way that you got my phone number, you can get my name. It's not something hard.
So thank I'm asking you, sir, what you said to me, can I use that as the side of your company?
UCI has nothing to do with the farm again.
That's what I'm saying.
And that you are having